Some days are packed with stories that tells us where industries are heading. Today was one of those days. We saw a fresh controversy involving Telegram and Reliance, a major founder exit at Big Basket, new startup funding, a possible mega IPO from Jio, and even company touching a valuation that would have sounded crazy just a few years ago. So let's go into the stories behind the headlines. Let's start with a story that has generated the most discussion. Telegram has already been under pressure in India recently. During the NIT re examination period, authorities temporarily restricted access to the platform after concerns that certain groups were using it to spread fake exam papers and misinformation. The debate around that decision was already ongoing when another controversy emerged. Telegram founder Pavel Durov publicly claimed that users outside India were facing access issues and suggested that Reliance could be involved as a part of larger competitive battle in the Telegram and digital ecosystem. And when hundreds of millions of users are involved, even a small disruption can quickly become a national and international conversation. While some founders are stepping away, others are accelerating growth. Let's move to the next story that is about TruNativ funding. TruNativ has raised $30 million in fresh funding. At first glance, these may look like just another funding announcement, but the real story is what it says about customers. More people are paying attention to the fitness, nutrition, protein intake, and healthier lifestyle than even before. Investors are noticing the same trend. So this funding isn't just about the confidence in one company, it's confidence in entire industry that continues to grow as health becomes a bigger priority for consumers. Next comes a story that investors have been waiting to hear for a long time. Reports suggest that Reliance Jio could move soon forward with a $4 billion IPO. Just think about how much Jio has changed India's telecom landscape. Before Jio's mobile internet was expensive and limited for many people, we all know. After Jio entered the market, data consumption exploded, digital service expanded rapidly, and millions more people came online. Now, investors may soon get a chance to directly participate in that journey through a public listing. If the IPO moves ahead, it could easily become one of the most watched market events of the year. Now let's talk about Dobbs Industries. The company witnessed a block deal worth nearly 1,000 crore rupees with reports indicating that Fila sold parts of its stake. Whenever a major investor reduces its holdings, markets immediately start asking questions. Is it simply profit booking? Does the investor see better opportunities elsewhere? Or it just a portfolio management? Sometimes there is not a dramatic answer, but the market still reacts because large investors are often seen as signal for future sentiments. Now talk about the global business story. Pizza Hut become part of a deal valued at around $2.7 billion. What interesting here is the market reaction. Many people assume growth always comes from buying more assets, but sometimes growth comes from simplifying a major business, focusing on the core strengths and letting go of assets that no longer fit long-term plans. Investors appear to view these transactions positively, showing that strategic reconstructing can create value just as effectively as expansion. Back to the startup ecosystem. Pocket FM announced a reverse flip. Now the sounds technical, but the idea is fairly simple. As startups grow beyond their home markets, they often redesign their corporate structure to make international operation easier. It's a sign that the company is thinking bigger than just one country, and Pocket FM is not alone. More Indian startups today are building products for global audiences from day one, which means their corporate structures also need to support global ambitions. There is another business story that is probably the most fascinating one today. Cursor is reportedly moving towards a deal that could value the company at around $60 billion with links to the SpaceX ecosystem. Just pause for a moment and think about that number. A few years ago, valuation is like these were reserved for only those the largest technology companies in the world. Today, companies operating in areas like artificial intelligence and advanced technology are reaching those levels much faster. It's a reminder that in today's economy, innovation can create enormous value in surprisingly short period of time. Our final story for today is about a major leadership transition at one of the India's most recognized startups. The founder of Big Basket have stepped down from their active roles in the company. Whenever founder leaves a business they built from the ground up, it marks the end of an important chapter. Think about it. Big Basket started as a simplest idea to make grocery shopping easier over time. It becomes one of the India's biggest online grocery platform and helped shape how millions of the people shop today. Now the company enters a new phase under different leadership. The interesting question is always the same. Can the next generation of leaders build on that foundation and take the company even further? That's all for today's updates. What interesting is that every story today, whether it was about startups, telecom, technology, funding, or leadership changes, shows how quickly the business world continues to evolve. And exactly why following these stories is so valuable. See you in the next update.